Hi guys, it's Jared O'D here from Dynamis, and I want to take a few moments to introduce to you our self-protection trainer course. First of all, thanks for taking some time to look through it. What I'm going to do is just explain a few of the maybe questions and answers that you might have about the course and let you know how I got started in all of this. Teaching this course is Coach Tony Torres and myself. He started his career as a U.S. Navy security specialist. He then went on and spent more than a decade working as a police officer on the streets. He finished out as a protective service detail member in Iraq looking after Ambassador Bremer. He spent many years now traveling the world and teaching his brand of self-defense and self-protection to people just like me. In fact, that's how I met him. Back in 2006, I did my first trainer certification with Coach Torres, and that's how I got started in this industry. For 10 years now, I've been teaching in the healthcare, social care, education, and security sectors here in the UK. I've had many fantastic experiences with all of those groups, and so I wanted to talk a little bit about how I really got started. The picture here is of a place we lovingly call Dynamis Gym. It was a laboratory where I first started to teach and then observe how systems of teaching self-defense and personal safety could really work for people, just ordinary people who we met who came in off the streets in Edinburgh and wanted to start learning personal safety. So for years we used that environment. You can see the doorway there. We used to throw heavy bags on the floor. We used to use whatever gear we had, the headgear and chest gear and so on. And we would put together the scenarios, and these would often be brought to us by the people coming in to learn personal safety. What we did is eventually we took that information and all that experience that we gained and we started to apply it to and for our corporate clients. So I work in facilities like hospitals for the NHS, care services, care homes for older people or people with learning disabilities. We've worked with parking wardens. We've worked with all kinds of teams. And what's really helped those teams is our experience in knowing what real confrontations and violence looks like. And the 9 attitudes which Functional Edge system offers, and which if you come on the course you will spend a lot of time in discussion about the 9 attitudes and also doing drills and exercises that relate directly to what the 9 attitudes are. But it's a framework that really helps us to develop excellent training experiences for people who may not have a lot of experience with violence or aggression, but who need to understand it clearly. So there are attitudes there around awareness and prevention, so how not to get into any kind of confrontation in the first place. There are attitudes about how to survive a sudden violent episode if it happens, so in the middle of trying to prevent what happens if violence breaks out. And then there are attitudes for how to resolve a situation towards the end. You know, once we've survived a violent assault, how do we then get to safety, or how do we control the person? So the 9 attitudes form this framework that really help us to break down and understand what's happening in a confrontation, and therefore how to teach people. All of this information is contained in our manuals. So as a Functional Edge trainer coming on your core trainer course, you'll get a manual that's packed full of information about how to run the drills. You'll have fully illustrated examples of how the drills should look. There's scientific evidence in the appendices at the end of the manual, and there's even risk assessment and health and safety information to help get you started. You see, we want you to be a very responsible personal safety trainer. So that means you're going to teach material that really works, and you're going to teach it very safely and in a way that helps people to stay motivated. And that's why we call it behavior-based self-protection. See, the system helps people to learn how real confrontations actually happen, how they feel, and then how to resolve them most safely. And we do that by really looking at what human behavior is in a violent confrontation and building our training off that. So when people say, what's the training based on? Well, it's based on what happens to real people in real fights and real violence. For that reason, there's 3 key things about our training which is really useful to you, whether you're teaching private individuals or small groups, or you want to teach in the corporate sector such as I've described. And the 3 things are these. Number 1, the material works. Everybody comments in our sessions about how what we do is very functional and appropriate. Number 2, the material is quick to learn. Within minutes, your teams who you're teaching and the people you're teaching will start to have that light in their eyes that says they're getting it. So it's quick to learn. And the great third thing about it is that because it's based on human behavior, it's easy for them to retain it. You know, so often we meet teams and they've been taught something in the past and it was over a short period of time, so they forgot it really quickly. Well, one of the characteristics of Functional Edge is that it is easy for people to retain over long periods of time. These are all fantastic benefits for you as you go and sell your training courses in the market because it provides fantastic value. As a trainer who's very experienced, we've got lots to offer you as well. So on our advanced CPD courses, which happen every year, we have material which increases and improves your repertoire. So we've had trainers who've been with us for several years now. They've done our ground fighting module. They've done our edged weapon defense module. They've done our restricted positions module, which is about when you may be held or constrained in a particular position. Last year we did a control tactics for high-risk contexts, which was extremely valuable for our NHS and security colleagues. We worked on multiple assailants last year also, and that was a big eye-opener as well. So we've got these courses that happen, so every time you meet us, we have additional material and new material for you to work on, and we feel that that's very important to provide value to you as a trainer. For that reason, the community is growing fantastically well. We've got some great people involved from the different sectors, and when they get together, all the sharing of information and knowledge and experiences that happen, it's just been phenomenal to watch just how great that is. If you want to, there's actually quite a lot of material on YouTube. We've filmed many of the testimonials over the years, and I really want to encourage you to not just listen to me, but go ahead and find some of that feedback and listen to it, because it really is testament to I think the usefulness and the benefits of the course. So there you have it. I hope I've answered some of your questions and provided some information about the background to the course, what we cover, what we provide, what the benefits are to you, and so on. If you have any questions about what I've just discussed with you or presented on this video, please do get in touch. You can do that through a contact box on our website. You can send me an email directly. You can call our office using the number on screen. And send us any questions you have, and I'll be pleased to answer them. If you're the right kind of person that you feel that this is for you, then by all means get in touch and let's make sure that you take advantage of this opportunity. So again, thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you soon on one of our courses.